Welcome to ProPick Sports, the channel where smart shoppers and passionate players come to level up their gear. We break down products, upgrades, and hacks so you can get the absolute best performance for your money. In today's video, we're taking you step by step through the complete process of customizing your pickleball paddle, from bare frame to a fully tuned, performance-ready weapon that matches your exact style of play. By the end of this video, you will learn how to fully customize your pickleball paddle from the bare frame to a performance-ready piece of gear tailored to your exact style. Let's say you've got a brand new paddle sitting on the table. It looks great, feels pretty balanced out of the backs, but it's not quite yours yet. That's where the magic of customization comes in. Most paddles come in around 78 grams, give or take, but depending on your playstyle, you might want to bump that up closer to 84 or 85 grams. That added weight gives you more stability, power, and even confidence at the kitchen line. If your game is evolving toward a faster, more aggressive pace, you might want to paddle with a thinner core, something in the range of 12.7 millimeters. Thinner paddles give you that extra pop you need to keep up with today's power-driven play. As for shape, the standard wide-body version gives you more forgiveness across the face, so it's a solid choice whether you're just leveling up or already deep in competitive territory. First thing I do, ditch the stock grip. Yup, I peel off that tape and take it all the way down to the raw handle. It might look a little weird going down to bare bones, but trust me, it's worth it. This gives you the freedom to rebuild the grip exactly the way you like it. At the base of my setup is a special kind of ergonomic grip designed to mold into your hand and let you feel your exact grip type without even looking down. That's the kind of muscle memory that leads to faster reaction time in real matches. Installing this type of grip can be a bit tricky. It comes with multiple parts and steps, but honestly, I just go for the brute force approach and it works every time. Once it's on, you'll feel these ridges that help align your fingers naturally. Whether you're in a continental, eastern, or semi-western grip, that alone makes it easier to hit clean shots, serve with consistency, and switch grips mid-point without second-guessing. Now that the base grip is installed, it's time to add your overgrip. For me, I prefer something soft and tacky, something that feels great in my hand, but also gives me control when things get sweaty. A good overgrip gives you that slightly cushioned feel, absorbs moisture, and adds grip without shredding your palm. It's like the difference between driving a car with leather seats versus plastic ones. Installing the overgrip takes a bit of patience. I like to pre-stick the tape at the end so I'm not fumbling with it when I finish wrapping. And since I play left-handed, I wrap my paddle differently than a righty would. The direction of the wrap affects how the ridges sit under your fingers, super important when your hands are flying through transitions and counters. As I wrap the grip, I decide how much to overlap depending on how thick I want the handle. If I want a thinner handle, I overlap less. If I want a more cushioned feel, I'll give it more overlap. You'd be surprised how much that subtle difference in thickness affects your touch at the net. Once I finish wrapping, I trim the end neatly and secure it with pre-cut tape. It not only looks cleaner, but prevents the grip from unraveling mid-match. Now let's talk about paddle weight distribution. This is where the real customization begins. There are lots of ways to apply weight to your paddle: sides, corners, top edge, or the throat. I've tried them all, but adding weight to the throat is my go-to. Why? It keeps the paddle from getting too top-heavy, which is crucial if you rely on fast hand speed and quick resets at the net. Instead of traditional lead tape, which can actually be hazardous if you touch it with bare skin or accidentally ingest it, I go with a non-toxic tungsten tape. It's totally safe, super pliable, and easy to apply. I prefer the lighter version, 0.5 grams per inch, because it gives me just enough weight to increase my paddle's sweet spot without sacrificing speed or control. To apply it, I cut 2 identical strips, place them symmetrically along the throat, and smooth them out carefully. This pulls the paddle's sweet spot slightly lower, which works great for my style of play. And the added weight in that specific area improves overall balance without slowing me down on volleys or counters. Once the grip and weight are dialed in, I finish it all off with edgeguard tape. This isn't just for looks, it serves a real purpose. That outer layer protects the paddle from nicks, scrapes, and wear over time. You're sliding, diving, digging out tough dinks. You want that first line of defense in place. It also makes the paddle feel complete. And again, I go with something that matches my grip for a sleek, unified look. It's one of those small touches that just gives you confidence every time you pick it up. There's something about knowing you put in the effort, that you built this paddle for your hand, your swing, your game. It changes the way you approach points. Applying the edge tape is probably the most meticulous step. I make sure it lines up just under the overgrip, then pull it down tight, smoothing as I go. If there's extra, I trim it neatly. And once it's on, I press around the edges to ensure it's sealed and snug. That last sweep makes it feel like the whole paddle came from the factory this way, even though you built it piece by piece. When you're on the court, the feel of your paddle really can make or break your game. A lot of players underestimate how much grip, texture, and handle thickness affect their performance. The right setup boosts confidence, and confidence translates into better shot execution. It's like tuning your guitar before a performance. You just don't skip it. Having your paddle feel like an extension of your arm means fewer distractions and more focus on strategy. This type of customization not only improves consistency, but also adds that mental edge. Whether you're just starting out or playing at a high level, comfort and control are non-negotiable. Once you experience a paddle tailored just for your grip and style, it's hard to go back. There's a real sense of satisfaction knowing that every inch of your paddle was built with purpose. Now, before we move ahead, don't forget to check the links in the description for the best pickleball paddles under $100 in 2025, which can help elevate your game without breaking the bank. Final thoughts. All in all, this setup, from base paddle to full customization, takes the paddle from a generic factory stick to something that feels like a natural extension of your hand. That's the goal. I want to step onto the court knowing my paddle isn't holding me back, it's pushing me forward. When I serve, volley, or dink, everything feels tuned in, aligned with how I move and how I think. The final weight of this setup usually lands around 84 to 85 grams. And every part of it, from the aerodynamic grip to the weight distribution to the edge tape, has a purpose. It's not just about comfort or style, it's about performance. So give it a shot. Take your paddle down to its core, build it back up with intention, and see how much it changes your game. You'll probably never want to go back to stock again. And that's how you take a standard paddle and turn it into something built just for you. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to ProPick Sports, and ring the bell so you never miss our deep dives into products, gear, and performance upgrades. Drop a comment below with your favorite customization tip or your go-to paddle setup. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.